Welcome to this review chapter of Hunter x Hunter 399, Eviction. And yes, two characters certainly got evicted in this chapter. Who else thought that Nobunaga and Hinrigi was going to either, do a lot of damage to the Heil-Ly family or, get killed? I'm glad that they both survived, but what an interesting chapter again, just showing how, a good matchup against Nen can really work in your favor and a bad matchup means you lose. So as we know, Hinrigi and Nobunaga have been transported to the Heil-Ly family hideout. They open the door to a room and they see members of the Heil-Ly family, members that we was introduced to a few weeks back in chapter 394. They're all talking nonchalantly as if Nobunaga and Hinrigi aren't there, so that's kind of creepy already. Hinrigi gets to the knife throwing like Dio, and he lands his knife straight in the head of Toroblem, who's an emitter. And we know this because it was stated a few weeks back in chapter 394. When Toroblem removes the knife from his head, we see that the blade is disappeared, and the blade has appeared coming out of a can, so he clearly has an ability to teleport things. Hinrigi continues with a knife throwing like Dio, and we see a cool Easter egg of a Heil-Ly family member using a Shonen Jump magazine as a shield. Like, very nice. Kind of looks like Luffy on the cover too. What's really nice in this chapter as well is just some of the dialogue from the Heil-Ly family. Like, they say things like, we're told not to fight them, don't engage them in combat. Oh, thanks man, don't thanks man me. Let's get out of here. Are you trying to use your Nen ability? So, as we know, like, Nen abilities can be activated through speech by the user or someone else saying something that meets their conditions, and yeah, we come to find out that's exactly what happened in this character. The Heil-Ly family's legal advisor Yokotani introduces himself. He seems very passive aggressive and talks with a big smile on his face, speaking in lots of legal terms, saying you guys are trespassing, like I'm going to charge you with attempted murder, blah blah blah. But we all know that both these families are on smoke and want to kill each other anyway, so yeah, no one's going to court in this. It's quite funny though, Yokotani pays Nobunaga a compliment and then Nobunaga just throws his sword through his forehead. He likes throwing his sword in people's foreheads, doesn't he? Obviously this would kill any normal man, but Toroblem saves his skin and thus reveals his Nen ability. He can not only teleport things, but he can teleport damage from one place to another. And in this chapter we get a nice little text bubble of Toroblem's ability, Sweet Home. He can transfer damage and the means of attack. Damage dealt to whatever the right hand is touching is transferred to the user. Damage to the user can be redirected to whatever the left hand is touching. There must be contact at the moment of the attack. Now that Nobunaga has figured out Toroblem's ability, he's ready to skewer him like a kebab. His words, not mine. Now Yokotani seems like an interesting character. I can't tell if he's joking around, if he's being serious, or if this is just his character. Like, he's talking about, oh, I'll get out your hair. Toroblem's like, dude, help me the fuck out, bro. Like, he knows my ability. Like, you've told him your name. Is it, like, wink wink? Isn't that why you mentioned your name? And he says, that's right. So LSDF, Mohist Attack. A defensive ability that can only be used when Morena is present in the hideout. Activates when Yokotani tells the invaders his name. The conjured defensive force is immune to damage from the criminals but cannot deal damage either. Depending on the criminal's sentencing, higher level guards can be summoned. So Yokotani's Nen ability summons some guards and he says their sentence is undeniably eviction, because I guess his Nen ability works under the premise that he is some type of real lawyer and they have illegally arrived on their premises, so of course they are legally now being evicted. Nobunaga attacks one, however, and the caution level turns from 4 to 5, caution level max. And Nobunaga says they are probably invincible types. Once their conditions are met, attacks won't work. Nobunaga gets swarmed, his katana gets confiscated, and he is teleported back to, where they started, so they really was using the two rooms as like a passageway to get from the hideout to level 3 of the ship. So for whatever reason, Morena Prudo hasn't ordered her underlings to, kill Hinrigi and Nobunaga. They seem well aware of who they are. And, the other little guy that got transported there a few chapters ago, like he just got murdered on the spot. So I'm sure there's going to be a reason why they want them evicted and not captured or anything like that. But luckily, Hinrigi cunningly makes a run for it before he is evicted, and he manages to bring that oyster transmitter that he swallowed up and hide it underneath a table. Hinrigi is evicted too, and of course they both arrive back in room 3101. Hinrigi lets us know he thinks he's used up all his power, so he'll switch to a support role. So Hinrigi says that he'll mobilize the whole family and get their intel and go search for the transmitter to find the real location of, the hideout. The chapter ends off with Hinrigi saying the family look like a bunch of rookies to me. Until we learn more about their boss's power and that organ thing, we should stay on guard. Nobunaga replies agreed. At the very least, the one moving the piece isn't stupid. So yeah, they didn't seem phased at all really by the underlings. Although it did get kind of sticky. Like, they're lucky they just got evicted and they all didn't jump on their ass. But Yeah, Marina Prudo, she's a problem, clearly. If you remember as well, the Fourth Prince's underlings are also kind of tense about Marina Prudo. So it's looking like the Heil-Ly family really is our main antagonist at the moment. And I don't want to say all out war, but yo, things is getting sticky. I can see the action and hype simmering down again next week, as we kind of need to find the location with the transmitter. But yeah, who's to say it might not pop off again next week. Anyways, guys, this has been a very interesting chapter of Hunter x Hunter. I'm sure people love the net ability stuff, and you know, it's like Pokemon. It's like rolling up on a Pokemon and it terrestrializes from water type to fire, and you know, you're going in there with a friggin' grass type. So yeah, Nen is a very interesting power system, very specific situations, and yeah, we love it. Thank you very much, Tagashi, for writing this for us, and we look forward to next week. I'll see you guys all again soon. I've been Agirisu Weeaboo. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.